Welcome back, everybody. I am in Middletown, Ohio, or just outside. I am at Middletown Motorsports. Is that what this place is? I think that's what this place is. And we are looking at a pretty much done Spyder. It's filthy dirty. I go and finish all my projects. I'm heading home. It is Saturday. They got it done. I can't tell you how excited I am. It feels like it's been forever since I rode the Spyder. We gotta adjust everything, guys. Okay, I'm anal. So, guy in the Yamaha shirt's the one that sold it to me. Son dropped me off. $125 miles back home. Got my wallet. Hopefully the camera's still lined up. Just trying to fill it out right now, to be honest with you. Mirror's a little, or the speaker's a little loose. Might have to go through and tighten some things. They missed the cover. I gotta go back through and clean this stuff up. They didn't do that. That's all me. But hey, they got it done. So we might as well do a little whew. Tell you what, guys. 2 months, almost 2 months. I don't know what to say. It's filthy dirty. I wonder if that's still loose as loose can be. It doesn't matter. I can get her washed up, go through, make sure everything's still good and tight. Son dropped me off. So we're gonna get some gas. I got the Spyder back. That's what I care about. You know, I'll run through it in the next couple days. I've never been big on letting people work on my vehicles. I've always done my own work. So on that, I'm at the gas station. Seems louder. I'm gonna let everybody go. Oh, that vibration in neutral is almost gone. This transmission is so much smoother than that other one. Look at that. Broke. What are you gonna do? So, I'm just down the street. See? It's just not adjusted right. Something is off. So that's for that antenna. Oh, that's for that speaker. Okay. So I'm gonna let everybody go here, and I will talk to everybody later. Have a great day, be safe, and hopefully I'll be riding tomorrow. I'll get this uploaded as soon as I can. That is upsetting. Yep. We'll figure it out. So I will talk to everybody later. Hey, welcome back everybody. I have made it to Lancaster. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys this. Hopefully this picks up all the oil that is coming out of my Can-Am Spyder. So I decided to go ahead and pop down into town. I don't like popping down in town because traffic sucks. But I don't know if this mic's gonna be blown out with all the wind noise. So through town, I will let you guys know exactly what happened with the Spyder. So March 12th or 13th, heading to work. It's a 4-lane highway, but they have traffic signals at a couple different locations. So I was coming up to Pickerington Road in 33, if you guys are familiar with that, in Ohio. And slowed down, light was red, car started taking off. I think I dropped it into 5th gear, and it just did nothing but made noise. So, you know, I thought maybe I just missed a gear. So I dropped her into 4th, and same thing, no forward gears. Got off the side of the road, and I had no forward gears and no reverse gears. So we got it to Middletown Cycle, Middletown, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati or south of Dayton. I think it's in the middle. Supposed to be one of the best shops. I've taken this thing back to them twice. First one was for metal in the oil. They said it was normal. This cover was always loose. Now it's this cover. Rear shock on this thing is just horrendous. And the latch on the front was jacked. So they put a new latch in it and told me everything else was fine. They're not putting a shock on it. BRP is not going to cover it. Get it back. I think it was there for 3 weeks to get the latch put on. Get it back, and it wasn't adjusted properly. So I made a video. You know, it's no big deal. Things happen. I understand that. I corrected the front storage compartment latch issue, and continued on my way. The Saturday before, the transmission took a crap. Changed the oil, rewired my 12-volt outlet. You know, I still don't have it all together, you know, because I was just doing it in stages. And changed the oil. I don't know if I said that or not. Still more metal, so I called the general manager of the store, Mr. Donnie. And I talked to Donnie and I said, hey, you know, we're still got metal in the oil. Got quite a bit. I emailed him the images. He was supposed to get a hold of BRP, but the next day, or not the next day, that was Saturday, so then Monday, that's when I was heading to work and it broke. So get it to Middletown that day. I rented a trailer. They weren't not going to help with towing. You know, that's fine, don't have a problem with that. Borrowed the son's truck, towed it 125 miles, got it to Middletown. They looked at it within a week. Dropped it off on a Monday, and it was either a Thursday or Friday. They called me and told me that the output shaft and output shaft pulley spun. It's a splined unit, so you got an output shaft and it splines in. You got your output shaft pulley that drives the belt to the rear wheel. They said that spun. And that's what I figured. I mean, that's what I told them too, you know, because that's what I heard these things had an issue with. They get into it. A week later, they call me and they say, we got the parts, but BRP didn't send a gasket, or they didn't order a gasket, so they had to order that. Then there's internal transmission damage once they start tearing it apart. I think the gasket was just to buy them some time so they could find out really what happened to it once they pulled it apart. Which, I understand that too. They thought it was all external, and now we have an internal transmission issue. I get that. I don't have a problem with that. Just be straight up with me and be like, hey, we thought it was an external issue. Turns out that it's something internally came apart. Hey, maybe that's where all the metal shavings were coming from. Ooh, I hate that intersection. That sucks. So I don't know how long. It was another week. They got the gasket in, or 5 days. So then they tell me that there's a bearing, the support bearing came apart, and they had to pick out the cage that holds the needle bearings in from the oil pickup tube. Which right then and there, I'm concerned. This thing ran on the side of the road for an hour and 15 minutes because I had my heated gear on. Let's see if I get cut off by this moron. Hey! What the? We'll just slow down. Oh, I'll just stop in the middle of the road. I hate people that do that. Oh, we're gonna get stopped at the light. You're in the wrong lane and almost got me. Another car coming. Don't hit them. Okay, back to my story. Okay, so we got a support bearing that came apart. Whew, exciting riding the Spyder now, isn't it? So then, after the support bearing, they said that there were 2 bolts that they couldn't get out of the case. They are a Torx bolt. So sure, I get that, So you got some issues getting some bolts out. So then they said, well, maybe some metal shavings came out of the Torx bolt head when it stripped out and fell into this bearing. So we're going to replace the bearing just in case. Fine, I get that. It's time to completely tear this thing apart and make sure we don't have any other issues. And I asked him, I said, is this transmission all the way apart? Are we going to find anything else? Is this thing ready to go back together once parts get in? And the answer was yes. So, I don't know, 2 weeks later, I can't even tell you, to be honest with you. A day I was supposed to go pick it up, I called down there. I'm like, hey, how's everything looking? I want to come down and pick it up. And he said, oh, no one told you that, look, I'm home. Look at all the people in my house. Woo woo, we're having a party. They said, didn't they tell you? And I said, tell me what? And they said, we couldn't get a bolt out. And I said, yeah, they told me you couldn't get some bolts out, so you ordered new bolts. Well, no, there was a stud in the case that they couldn't get out. Oh, I got to mow my grass. So since they couldn't get this stud out, then that means they needed to put a whole new transmission in this bad boy. So they did. It was done last, I don't know, Thursday. Look how tall my grass is. And then it was raining, so they couldn't pick it. They couldn't test ride it because it was raining. They test rode it. They let it sit. Tell me it's good. Not good. So I don't know if we can pick this up. See this? This different. This fits. This doesn't. When I got there today, this piece was completely off of it, and you can tell because they washed it for me, and you can see how dirty this piece is. And how clean this piece is. So when they washed it, that piece wasn't on there, obviously. I got an oil leak piece missing. That's not on right. This, look at that. That's not on right. So that's in a sleeve. We're good there. So I don't know. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna get a hold of BRP once again. Get a hold of everybody else and tell them that they suck at life and suck at doing their job. So enough of my rant. You guys have a great day, and I'm gonna look into this and see what I got to do. And I'll talk to everybody later.